Welcome to the live. Why am I over here? I'm the host tonight. I'm the host. Well, I am the host, but only one.
What's up, Ken?
What's up? We are live. What are you talking about, Morbid? 15 minutes late. You know we're gonna be late a little bit.
Cat eyes. What's up, Patty?
Damn, Ken.
Live
Everybody,
feeding.
welcome, Luke.
Luke, what's up, Luke? Kara.
Do you know what really grinds my gears this week? No, I'm just kidding.
Mitchell, what's up?
No more bitching for me. People are gonna be retarded no matter what I say.
Seen Benji in the chat.
It's always gonna be hate. Yeah, I sent the little weasel the link. I don't know if he's at home pouting or what.
Probably pouting. You're in hurt his feelings again.
Yeah, fuck. It's really hard.
You done timed him out like 4 times last night.
Well, you got to teach him a lesson. No, them lady boys is grinding Benji's gears.
Luke said, "Let's hear what grinds Justin gears. Let's hear it." He says,
"No, I was only joking. I got nothing to bitch about this week. Well, I do, but I'm gonna keep to myself. I bitched enough Monday."
I said, "That's not true. He always has something to bitch about." So,
well, I bitched enough Monday. It's all good. Somebody else can bitch this time. People are tired of hearing me bitching about the same old bullshit.
I hear it backstage, so fucking camera.
Well, I don't know why it just goes out like that out in the middle of nowhere. It's like, what the fuck, you know?
Damn dog want to snuggle all around my chair. Cats are fighting through the fan.
It was fucking a madhouse down here a little while ago. I don't know what you're talking about. Fuck, I don't even have my slippers on. Fucking Jesus. No wonder why the old days gone to shit.
I got some juicy gossip today. I'm not going to put it out in public, but I will say I was wrong.
Some juicy gossip. Well, you got to put it out in public now. What the fuck you mean? You're going to say that
Especially
kind of
if
shit
you're wrong. Especially if you're wrong,
yeah.
You got to admit what you were wrong about. Then it ain't really gossip. You're just saying, hey, I was wrong about something I didn't know about, you know?
You know, we keep talking about all these genetics, you know, and it just keeps fucking just pounding on the back of my head. I know it's 100% all kind of wrong, but there's just something in the back of my head that I keep thinking about. Maybe it's been done. I don't know.
I know I didn't watch that live stream this morning with Samson, but I heard a lot of people weren't happy about it. You know, I mean, it just, you know, I guess the guy took 35 rescue ball pythons on a 6-week research, and that's not a research, you know. I mean, you know,
some of that like I said, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's a ball python, guys. It's not. You want it to be interactive. Live feed it. There you go. Feed it live. That'll give it the enrichment it needs. Besides holding it.
I've been bitching about that forever. Well, and just interact with your animals. I mean, if there's any truth to the fact is that they're more of a boring animal if they can be any more boring than they are now as far as it goes. I mean, I love the way they look. They're cool. I like interacting with them, but they're just not like a hey, go fetch kind of animal. You know, none of them. Nobody plays with their snakes. You know, you got all these racks and all this bullshit. You're not interacting with them. If you take them same snakes that are in a tub and take them out and hold them for 30 minutes every day, they're going to act just like the snake that's in a tank. I don't give a shit. It's all the same. Interact with your snake. Give it some enrichment. Play with it.
So Morbid's wife's cat had kittens, and the dog got into it and ate all the kittens.
Yeah, that's fucking. I seen that. It's like, holy shit. Did you film it? That's my first response.
Dude, people are so. It doesn't matter. I put a frog video out. 3 comments. Why did you not save the puppies? Why are you letting it eat puppies? And one person says, that is a rat fuzzy. It's not a dog. It's not a puppy. Oh, okay. They thought it was a puppy.
You know what? I think
they thought it was a puppy.
No, hold me out there.
No.
Listen, a lot of people, I think, do that shit. They try to make comments like that, so then their comment gets the most amount of attention. I swear, people are not that dumb.
Well, no. When the one guy said it was a rat fuzzy, The person says,
Yeah.
"Oh, thank you for explaining that. I actually thought it was a puppy," is what they said. That was it. They said thank you. And I was like, why would you even?
There is a whole different type of people that are
What's up,
commenters.
Tammy?
You know, you get people that
Oh,
watch
yeah.
videos. They love watching videos. There's just as many people that love watching the comments. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I still have the one guy
TikTok,
that
I knew
likes
every time I was going to
comments.
get a viral video on TikTok because I'd get comments like, "Oh, I'd seen this video and came straight to the comments. Came straight to the comments." As soon as I start getting that comment, I know the video is going to do really well. It's funnier than shit, but yeah, it's true.
Well, yeah, because you always got that one person that's what they do is they go around looking for that and they defend it, it's funny too because they comment more than anybody on there.
I didn't get no text. What's up? What happened? I was waiting for the juicy news.
All right, I will. I'll check it in a little bit.
Oh, he got it. I don't get it. I see. You know he's going to tell me, motherfucker.
Share it with the class.
Yeah, share it with the class. No secrets, kid.
That's all right. Well, I mean, like I was telling Justin, I mean, you can build these big enclosures to give all your animals this, but Brian's got a lot of big enclosures, but a lot of the snakes are just laying on the ground. You don't see them really going around using the whole enclosure, because they're not going to.
Secrets don't make friends, kid.
Because they're not wild animals. That's why, honestly,
No, I think a lot
they
of
know they're going to get fed.
Yep.
They know they're going to get fed every week, and that's just it,
I think if you played with the animals just as much as they were in a tank, I think they would interact just as much. It's just
for sure.
Like Will Banks, he got 5,000 snakes. Some of them snakes have probably never seen anybody outside of a cleaning or feeding. It's like drop a rat and go, So I don't know.
Well, I mean, they're getting fed. They know they ain't got to search for food because there's a feeding day every week.
So I wonder how many crazy experiments have been done with humans.
Oh, a bunch. More than you'll ever know about.
Well, I know, but that's the thing. Did they get any good results? That's what I want to know. Like, if you take an albino and you breed them some bitches, they have babies. If they ever bred them back to the parents, is there really any true scientific studies to this? We may get a neon blue motherfucker come out. You never know.
Well, I know they've done dwarfs.
I know albinos have bred, but if they ever bred back, that's what I'm talking about. Can we get a super? Can we get a super albino?
They call them powder.
They call them powder?
Yeah, he's all white.
I'm just saying. I was thinking about it the other day. It's like, them, because the albinos have bred before as far as it goes. They find each other, have some albino babies, but I don't know if they've ever bred back. It's totally wrong. Don't get me wrong. But with all this breeding going on and all the curiosity in the world, somebody had to try it.
Oh, well, I'm sure.
But I wonder what happened. Did they just get normal albinos? Did they get something weirder? Did they get a crazy color pop out? What the hell, right?
Right.
I mean, we've done it with all these other animals and all these other colors that come out. We already got colors.
The Witch's Castle, welcome.
How do you know that's not how we got all of our races? Because way back in the day, they double bred them albinos back to their parents. That's what happened. And then we got all these different colors spit out. That's what happened. Some albinos got double bred back. That'd be funny, huh? Wouldn't that be a fucking weird deal? Had a whole clutch of kids. They were all different colors.
Well, like they've done it where dwarfs and midgets, they can actually have a full grown kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, they can. Yeah, but I mean, is midget considered to be more? It'd be more of like just a codom gene. See, it wouldn't be like a recessive or nothing. See, albino is recessive. See, now if we double breed that shit back, then you get some results. You know what I'm talking about?
All right. I don't know. Try it.
Oh, you know, back in the Dracula days or something, because you know the real Dracula was a really freaky dude. Really freaky dude. You read up on him, he's really a lot of weird experiments. Like even Hitler was really weird, tying pregnant women's legs together and shit to see what would happen when they're giving birth, and just like crazy stuff. So you know, one of them weirdos back in the day did some crazy breeding.
Oh, I'm sure.
Is the news juicy?
I don't know. I haven't read it.
Oh, well, what the fuck have you been doing this whole time? We're supposed to be live. You over there tiddly tapping?
No, I'm not.
Are you romancing on fucking the Friends Network or what?
No,
I know. He's over there on Instagram and Facebook leading all the drama. He's the fucking
I don't even have
the
another tab
forefather
open.
of the drama.
I don't even have another tab open.
You ain't got a lot to make friends.
Okay. I got you. I didn't even know nothing about it, honestly, Ken. But I believe that. What's up, Blakers?
I don't know nothing about all that drama. What's up?
That's nothing, Luke. What's up with you, buddy?
All right, so let's get back to we need to find us some albino people that are willing to do some freaky shit.
I don't know none.
Well, me neither, but we have social media. I'm sure we can find a couple that need a buck.
Well, I'm sure there's some in Yakima.
Oh, I'm sure there's some in Crackamoma, Crackamoma, where you live.
Nope, none here. They're not allowed.
Don't lie, there's crackheads everywhere.
Nope.
I wasn't talking snakes. Well, did you say what the fuck did I come into? I'm just thinking, you know. There's all like, no, I only want to hear it. No. I was just curious. It's like, you know, albino's albino, you know. Has anybody ever tried to get freaky?
I don't think Mr. Lynch can answer that question either, Morbid. Yeah, Luke.
How do we know that way back in the day there wasn't some double albino breeding back, and then next thing you know, that's where we got all these flavors?
Ken said he got a lab albino and ultra male.
We're not talking about snakes now, fool. We're trying to break it. We're trying to break some science history right here, some scientific craziness. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make blue people.
Oh well, you don't have to be albino to do that.
To make blue people?
No.
To do what?
To make blue people.
No, you can't freeze them.
No.
And smirch don't count.
Just go to West Virginia or in the mountains of Kentucky and you'll see blue people.
Well, I'm thinking back there's probably some places back then that might have done this double albino thing. That's why we need to do some research on this. Back in that Arkansas and shit, and where, you know, the relatives don't mean nothing as far as titles. We just need 2 albinos that bred back to see if they got any craziness. See if we can get us a super.
There you go.
See if we can get us a visual recessive.
See, it's already been done. Got a lab albino sitting in the rat doing nothing.
Well, I understand how albinism works, fool. But the genetics of the gene, just like a snake, just like an alligator, just like a deer, just like everything else, you know. It's like snakes. You albino to albino. It's like it could be het albino. It could be nah. How do we know that we ain't het for that shit? Or their little babies het for albino when they're born? If albino people have a baby that's not albino, is it still het for albino? Yes. It has the genetic gene. So then if they bred back, what would they get? See, that's what I'm saying. Don't get weird about it, but just think about it scientifically.
Well, they have something now to bring it back to where they're not like that now. You know, a medicine or whatever. You know, for like.
And I do know the blue people thing. I think I know what you guys are talking about, but you know what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
I've seen pie people. See, you know, I was saying that just the other day because they had that commercial with that ointment or whatever that's supposed to make the blotchy skin, the pigment come back, and I was like, those are just
vitiligo or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, those are just pies
or whatever.
And it is like, no, it's like, yeah, they're just pies. It's all right.
Yep.
And you know what? And if you look at that commercial, the last stage of when he had it, where it just had the funky white patches, it looked worse than the original picture. When they showed the pigment going away or coming back, it looked worse than the pigment not being there. Dominique, welcome.
Yeah, I think it was the town in Kentucky, actually. Yeah.
Derek Reptiles, welcome.
What's up, Derek? Welcome, Ozak.
Has anybody said fuck or anything yet?
You're good now.
I was just checking.
I just read up on that. Actually, didn't you see that in your
what
dashboard?
No, I'd seen something about the language.
Yeah, if you read it, it'll tell you about it. They updated it.
What are they? Is it worse or better?
Well, it just says you can't do it within the first 8 seconds.
That just makes no freaking sense. And I wonder if is that after the like the ads or an intro?
I would imagine, yeah, because and it doesn't matter what word it is. You could be damn, and they can get you for that one. So.
And Ken, you cracked me up in your video today. He's all like, "So everybody, I can take out this shelf right here and put all these water bottles down here and make it a 4-tub incubator, or I can make it a 5-tub incubator." You know what you do, Ken? If you have 4 clutches, you make it a 4-clutch incubator. If you have 5, you make it a 5-clutch incubator. If you have 2 clutches, you only have 2. So you answer your own question, fool. Should I make it a 4 or a 5? You make it a 4 if you need it. You make it a 5 if you need it.
Or take all the racks out.
This is why some people shouldn't be making YouTube videos for the first 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can take all the racks out and just stack them on top of each other and get more that way too, you know.
Well, yeah, but you know what? And I think if you stack the tub on tub, you cause more condensation in the bottom tub.
I believe that. I've never done that, but I see people doing it. You know,
it's true. Now, if you take an empty box, right, an empty eggs box, put it in there, and then you put it in there for a few days, it didn't no eggs in it, not just like a test experiment. Put it in there, and then grab something, stick it on top of that box. When you remove that thing, there'll be dew underneath it, exactly where you sat that piece.
I believe that.
It's really weird. So it's like I don't ever think, and I know people do. But I think they cause more humidity in their tubs than they are, more drippage than they need by sticking it right on top of water.
Yes, use water bottles for sure, because they will save
They're like a radiator. It just keeps your temperature. Unless if you're in a really climate controlled room, it's not
don't matter.
as big of a deal. But if
you lose power for an hour or
if you
two,
lose
it
power,
does.
It does make a difference. But the more water bottles you
Yes.
can put in there, the better. Yes. But if you only have like 2 water bottles in there when you're making it a 5, you probably ain't got that many water bottles in there and make too much of a difference anyway. So you should probably keep it at 4 if you can, and use it only for 5 if you're in a pinch. That would be my real advice to that question. But I was just giving you the shit the first time about the 4 and the 5, but it was just funny. He's like, should I make it a 4 or a 5? It's like, well, if you need it to be a 5, you use 5. If you need it to be 4, then it's 4.
Well, it depends too on you. Do you think they're all going to go at the same time? You know, that's just
exactly
the thing,
yeah.
You know,
it all depends on how many females you got going. No, I did the same thing, Ken. I actually made a shelf for mine because mine only holds like 2. I could probably hold 4 in there if I found the other shelf that had gone with it, this one, or a shelf that would work. But I just have the one shelf because I only had 2 females. So I put 2 in there now, but I thought, well, what happens if one has too many eggs? It won't fit in one box. So then I built another little shelf that would go over some water bottles that would be in there to where I could put a 3rd box in there if I had to, you know, in case they had too many eggs. But
yeah, you definitely need the water bottles in there because if you just, you know, and it doesn't matter
for a power outage,
if
that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, if you're not at home, I mean, even in this, you know, anytime if it. You know.
I'll be using extra water bottles this year because this year my incubator will be in this room, which is not it's not climate control like the other one because I used to have it in that room the first year. And in that room almost stays that temperature. It's only, well, not stays. It's about 83 to 85 probably in any one day. But, you know, so even if I did open and close it, it didn't affect it as much as it will if it's out here.
You got a fan in yours?
There is a fan in there, but I couldn't run the fan when it was in the room because the temperature on the outside was so close to the temperature on the inside, it overheated the inside because of the fan.
Well, I put one of them little computer fans in the top and just had it on the lowest setting, and that was perfect because I don't put out as much as like the fans in the refrigerator.
When I run the fan, well, even that fan is just a little computerized fan. It's not like a big, huge motorized fan. It's an electric fan is what I'm trying to say, the one that's in there. But if I run it, the heat from that causes my temperature to go up too much in my incubator because it was so climate controlled in the room.
Because the first one I bought was like one of them big 2 or 3 door big 6-foot sliding coolers, you know, Pepsi cooler. And the guy told me that's all he had to run was a fan, no heat tape, because that fan put out enough
fan would cause enough heat,
heat to keep it at the right temperature.
Yeah, but this year it'll be here, so it'll actually, I don't know. Putting it out here, it may even do just as well through the summer, depending on when I have the eggs. So I don't know. It may even get too hot in here, and I may have to run the fan. See if it gets too hot out here, and it makes the incubator too. I don't know, because that's still gonna make it hot, but it'll probably circulate a little bit better. But it doesn't get that hot down here, but it does get pretty hot. I don't know. We'll see. Because that's like the one year, remember when I had the eggs and I came back and I was doing the show and I had to actually stop doing the show because the incubator temperature was starting to go up. Because the whole room, I mean, there was nothing I could do about the heat. It was like 115 degrees that day. And even in the basement, I remember I shut off the live stream early so I could shut off all the lights and shit to help cool down the room.
Yeah, Ken, you could put a quart of water down there. Same thing. You just have to fill it up.
All it does is it just acts like a big radiator. That's all it does.
Well, and it'll
heat longer.
When you do it like that, though, like it will bring your humidity up. You know. Yeah, you want to get you either a herpestat or a VE to run your incubator.
Derek, you don't even have a female to need an incubator. What are you talking about?
What's up, Lekka? Yeah, he's got his cool and warm, so it's the best of both worlds on his incubators.
Yeah, because there's certain parts of the summer I got to worry about shit getting too hot, like in general, like, you know.
Right.
Like I have to put fucking like bottles of ice water in there and shit to keep the fucking thing cooler.
I've never had a VE. I run all herpestats, but I mean they're just as good, I guess. So a lot of people like them. So
I got VEs; they run just fine.
I just the only reason I like the thermostat because you can get the 4s and the 6, so you can run. You know, it just you got more plugs per one one thermostat. You know.
All right, so now we need some hobo drug addicted albinos. They'll be easier to swindle into the plan.
Yakima, I'm sure. What about your neighbor?
No. We did when I was younger, when I was a kid, we used to have a whole family of albinos used to come in the bowling alley and bowl. Mom, dad, and 3 kids, they was all albinos.
Thermostat and incubator. I've never tried it. I don't I don't know. I wouldn't want to be a test run on on the eggs. Maybe if you had something else.
I would test a funky, a funkier thermostat more on my snake than I would my snake eggs.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't on either one. I mean, I do have one for emergencies. And I do use one. I use one of the cheaper on and off ones for my hatchling rack because it's back heat and shit. So it's not like they're going to sit and burn on it if it did get weird.
Right.
But I do have a lot of the big thing with that is too, whatever thermostat you get, you want to make sure what its fail is, because even the cheaper one that I have, when it fails, it goes off. Some of those cheaper thermostats, when they fail, they stay on, and that's where your problem is.
Yeah, they cook them in.
Oh no, that's just 905. He's just in here for the drama, he said. No, I'm just kidding. Didn't he the one the other night said he liked the drama?
Yep.
But yeah, because that's the bad thing. A lot of those cheaper thermostats, man, when they fail on, and it's like, well, that doesn't do no good.
Right.
Damn, I'm about burnt half my face off. And that's what's up for this week's edition of Taking Care of Your Balls.
Yeah, I don't think that's too bad, Ken. I don't know what them. I haven't looked at the price of anymore. It's the only one.
I just have a VE1. I just have a VE100 on my incubator.
Well, you can do it 200. It's still just a single probe. It's not. You know, the VE200 is still single probe. It's just a high output or whatever, I think. Where like the Herpestat 2 is 2 probes. So, or you can use one for heat and one for humidity, actually. So,
yeah, I have one of the Freedom Breeder 2-stat ones. It's got the 2 stats, which is nice because then I can use it for two different tubs with 2 different temperatures.
Right.
Or 2 different racks, not 2 different tubs. Fucking Jesus.
Right.
Yeah, the 300 goes to the 2 probes. Yeah.
Right.
That's what I just said, Ken.
I don't think that's bad. You can look up. There's different places that sell them, and they're different prices.
You better move real quick, or I'm going to sell that snake of yours to Derek.
Go ahead, talk to him.
He needs that because he's got the 100% het clown spot nose from the man. He could breed it with a pastel 100% het clown from my animal house, and we'd be having a little evolving animal house fucking clutch. It's done, Derek. You're buying a snake.
Is his a male, ain't it?
My battery. Why isn't this plugged in? What? No, it's a female.
Welcome, Lynch Reptiles.
No, the one I kept for you was a female, remember? And I was going to send you a male from the clutch from.
No, I said his is a male, right?
Yeah, his is a male. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Spot nose, 100% clown. Why isn't? Well, I'm going to lose shit here because for some reason my shit is not working.
Is it plugged in the wall?
Yeah.
Derek has a yellow spot nose, yellow belly het clown.
Oh, it's a spot nose yellow belly het clown. Well, it's plugged in now, so hopefully it'll stay on. I don't know what the hell the deal was. Huh.
Yeah, he should start breeding.
That would be a good snake for him.
But I think he was
You ain't never moving out of that fucking apartment. I don't even know why I've been feeding this whole time for you anyway. I figured if we had a clutch with them one fancy, I'd send you a male and a female that was pretty close to being ready. But you're a dick. You still live in an apartment, and you probably ain't never going to own snakes again, so I'll just give it to Derek. He don't even know yet. Lynch Reptiles, welcome, welcome, welcome.
What kind did you get, Ken?
And a microphone mixer today?
Yeah.
Well, ain't you fucking fancy? You know what mic I got? The one on my Bose headphones.
Wonder if it,
I'm taking it. Benji is upset with us because the only thing I heard him say, the only thing I seen him say was in the beginning of the chat when we weren't here. Ever since we've been on, I haven't seen him.
Well, I think they call a microphone mixer something else. I just can't think of the word of it, but I mean, it's a different word,
Well, I'm sure it just changes the tones and like the reverb.
Yeah, but I can't remember what they call it,
So in other words, he got a mixer. So then when he's on live, he actually sounds like a man instead of like a squeaky little kid. And I was going to say something worse than that. So I was really being nice with what I did say.
Well, if he's still streaming from his phone, though, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know.
You could have just got you a Rode shotgun for your phone, and that's a good mic. You know what I mean? And just plugs right on top of your phone.
Yeah, I thought about buying one of the fancy ones with the little thingy majigger. I can move it around and look all fancy dancy like I know what the fuck I'm doing and shit.
With the Rode shotgun, it comes with the light and everything, and it mounts. Your phone mounts in it. It's got the Rode mini mic. They work really good too. About $200, I think, for them. Yeah, I can't remember what the other name is either. What's up, Mitch?
Oh my fucking gosh, this computer tells me one more thing. I'm about to throw it in the trash.
What's it saying?
I don't know, some fucking update or something. It's fucking half dead. I don't know what the fucking deal is. The plugin wasn't working worth the shit. Now it is. So I don't know what the fuck.
Didn't you just reset that or something?
Yeah.
They'll probably want to do all the updates since you reset it.
Well, Jesus, you got a cat hacking over there?
No.
I thought I heard something that sounded like hack.
Dog.
I got one from my phone with a live. It sounds like shit and it's bright as a motherfucker.
Well, if you got a good headset or good earbuds, you don't even need a mic. You know what I mean?
Ken, it's not the equipment that needs to get better, sir. It's just you. Just kidding. He won't even come on our podcast no more because I make him nervous.
All right. Well, he's doing so many now, 3 with BPL, one of his own,
He's Mr. Fancy Pants and shit, huh?
I think they got one tonight, don't they, or tomorrow? I can't remember when it is.
I
know we had one last night. Oh, you got an iPhone? Is that what you got?
That's your problem.
That's your whole problem right there, Kim. Now that makes sense. Yeah, iPhones are no good.
Crapola.
Yeah. They're not
I'm
made for
so glad I
streaming.
don't have one, because if I didn't have a pause button when I was making videos, it'd be so much more
Oh,
of a pain.
yeah.
Yeah. Way more of a pain, yes.
Yeah, that's the only thing about iPhones is you can't pause your videos and shit like that, to
Dude,
keep filming.
I
And
checked in my fucking analytics the other day. There was like 52 people fucking with my videos. 52 people.
on copyright.
Yep. So you know what I did? I filed 52 strikes.
Yep. That's what happens if you don't check.
One guy gets a hold of me and he's like, "Oh man, come on, man, you got to take back the strike. My son loaded a bunch of videos. He didn't know any better, and this and that." And then
Nope.
then he goes off into some other bullshit about some other story. And I said, "You just said your son did it. Now you're saying that you're sorry for doing it. And what the fuck? It's like this and that." I said, "No, I ain't gonna do it." I'm just gonna start telling him. It's like, man, if a hundo pops up in my PayPal, I might think about it. It's like, fuck them. You know what I mean? It's like, you send me a hundo, I'll take that strike back.
Well, it wouldn't nobody take it back for you. So I mean,
No, they wouldn't. I never even asked it. I've never sold anybody shit to even ask them to even have that happen to me. Anyway.
I don't know if you can check if you're not monetized yet, Reptiles. Once you hit 1,000 subscribers, you're monetized. There'll be a thing in your dashboard that says, what is it, copyright, right, or something
Copyright.
like
It says
that.
copyright. Yeah.
And you can hit it, and it'll show you if
I
anybody's
think you got to
taking
wait till you're monetized. I think
using your videos.
Yeah, it was like 52 the other day, and then I just checked again like last night, and there's like 13 more. And I'm like, you motherfuckers, man, that is just brutal. I give them a strike right off the bat, only because of the fact is that they're taking somebody else's video. I mean, if it was like it, there's no way that it can be a strike without being a negative way, really. So it's like if somebody asked me, "Hey, can I use a chunk of your video for this video because I'm doing this?" I'd tell them yes or no, and it'd be no big deal. And then if it popped up in my copyright, I wouldn't give them the strike. But and there's an option. You can give them 7 days to take it down. You got the option to email them first, or you have an option to do a standard.
I do it standard. That's the only way I do it.
Yep, just give them a strike right off the bat. It's funny that giving them a strike right off the bat is the standard way. You would think it'd be the lesser of the two would be the standard, but yeah, I just
well, no, because I had one guy and he says, "Well, he makes videos like that, taking clips of everybody's videos, and puts them in there."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, usually it gets you more subscribers." I said, "How's that?" You ain't. Do you have my channel? Clipped right in the description. Down. Is it pinned in your comments where you can?
Credits? Yeah. Did you give me
Is it pinned in the comments where they can click on and go to my channel? No. I said, well, then if you don't do that, then I said, do you do that? I'll let you keep it up there. It wasn't a very long clip, but.
Where the hell's the strike? I want one. You're giving them away. I'm giving them away for free. All you got to do is just steal one of my videos, post it, and when I get the little notification backstage in my little doohickey, I'll give you strike right away. You don't worry about it at all. And then it's funny too, and then right when you click on it, it gives you this big old page. Both welcome. This big old page telling me my address, all my information, right? And then it says what's your relationship to the content.
Myself is what you put.
It's
myself.
Like obviously I always put I own content.
I put
that's
myself.
all I write. I just write I own content, and it's like, well, you obviously know that it's my content. You just told me that it's 100% matched to my content, and then you're going to ask me my relation to it. That doesn't make no sense, right? Is it just me? They're notifying me that I have this. There's somebody stealing my shit. They're notifying me that they're using it and all this crap, and they're letting me know I can give them a strike, but then they want to know if I own it or what's my relationship to the content. It's like, obviously I own it, or you wouldn't know it matched 100%. It's like, I don't get it. They're fucking crazy. Back to breeding albino people. Let's get this done. We need some albino crackheads. We'll give them 20 apiece. We just need some albino babies, breed them back to the parents, and see what kind of craziness we get. Fungus Queen, welcome.
Welcome.
I don't
We
know
know
why
Mitch.
nobody's excited about this project. I don't get it. I mean, we can make an OnlyFans. People can watch. Oh, Jesus
They probably
Christ.
would
Ken,
too.
you just now got it, Ken? Because I know albino people have bred albino to albino and gotten albino babies, but if them, none of them babies have ever bred back because it's wrong, It's wrong. I mean, we do it with snakes. It's all good, but people, you ain't supposed to. But, there's some freaky people out there somewhere. Maybe we'll get like 5 shades of humans. Shoot, with some pattern, maybe. Ooh, we'll get a world's first. That's what I'm talking about. A world's first. All right, never mind.
Maybe.
You think about all them genetics, you just have to think about it. It just comes across your head,
See, Ken knows about it. He must have been studying on that.
So, damn, maybe Ken's already got this breeding project going.
I'm sure he does.
I told y'all we got to. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
That's funny. I'll be back in a minute.
There'll be none of that. Well, it don't matter if they got crabs. We ain't messing with them. We just trying to breed them back. Like that whole pay it forward, pay it back. We're going to breed them back. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe that's where the blue people come from. Maybe they split off and, this albino went that way, that albino went that way. They didn't know they was related, bumping uglies later in life. That's where we get blue people. Who knows? But if so, then that's the super. Full visual. Whatever you want to call it. I did send Benji the link. You don't like us no more or what? That's dirty, Blakers. That's dirty. I did send him the link. He's too good for us tonight.
Back.
Yeah, in that place, they kill albino people for witchcraft. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Albino people have been shunned for a lot of shit. They used to do that shit with left-handed people. I still think left-handed, right-handed is in your head. I think if you can learn something left-handed, you can learn it right-handed. If you spend your whole life learning it right-handed and then you try to learn it left-handed, of course it's going to be hard. But if you start your life out doing it left-handed or right-handed or both, then you'll always
They do
be
have a cream out for that now, actually, Patty.
For what? That patchy shit?
No, it's because your balls itch. Welcome, Crystal.
Crystal, welcome. I didn't even see your comment. Oh, there it is. I see you're saying that. Yep.
Had to get ready for the show tonight. That should make it through it, huh?
I know. I'm almost done with my hooter. This might have to be a 2-hooter show.
Well, I smoked a couple bowls before that, so. What's up, 718 Royals?
Welcome. Steve.
Ken, I sent you the link. I don't want to come on.
So he's being a dick too, huh? It's all right. We don't like you anyway. 26%. I don't know why it's being all fucking crazy.
I don't know. Something with your internet and your thing.
Fucking, I'm tired of fucking with shit. You know what I'm saying?
Probably the crackheads stealing the goddamn copper or the wires and fucking everything up.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure 2 blocks away, the motherfuckers are rolling that shit up, going to the recycle joint.
Just neighbors, a couple houses down, they leave with the grocery cart.
Oh, the neighbors?
Yeah.
It
Neighbors
was
are moving.
funny. We got homeless people running back and forth all the time around here. Shit, there was somebody walking with a cart the other day, a shopping cart, a bunch of clothes in it, and I was like, "Look, babe, one of the neighbors are moving."
Thank you, Mitch.
If you lived here, you'd know it was funny.
Actually, I don't know if he'll be in here today, but today's Rob's birthday.
That's right. That's right. I did see that on the Facebook. On the Devil Book.
Hold on. Damn dog.
KY don't like us no more. There's too much drama on the YouTube for him. It's Instagram's fault. I just know it is. Faux show.
Yeah.
That's right. You better beat that dog. I'm tired of that motherfucker disturbing the live. You hear me? Somebody did say KY. Don't get all excited, Mitch.
Yep.
Don't be mean to that dog.
I wasn't being mean. This is like kind of like your dog, you know. Oh, well, happy early birthday, Dominic. My birthday's tomorrow.
Almost twinsies.
Heck yeah, we missed you, Moon. Where'd you go?
Oh, God, you let that guy on here? Here we go.
Yeah, I'm on here. What's up now?
You're ready to go with this albino people thing, ain't you?
Yeah, like, let's get started on it. I mean, I watched the documentary on it. I know a little bit about it. I know where
He got pinched. That's cold.
They got pinched. I was going to say, like, can we get a boat and go over there and kidnap 2 of them and, like, you know, just make it happen to get, like, you know.
No, you can't do that.
If there's that many of them together, somebody had to get freaky at some time. I wonder
Well,
if that's where the blue people.
Too. They
That's
are
where the blue
mistreated
people.
and they're hated. They're shunned in a lot of areas.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. It's just.
I'm thinking we shoot for a super world's first.
I mean, like, a lot of weird documentaries come on when I fall asleep watching a documentary. I wake up to some weird ass shit, and that was one of the ones I woke up to and couldn't fall back asleep.
I used to do that. I had to stop watching TV when I was going through all my foot surgeries because all the pain medicine. I'd watch like Animal Planet or something, and the next thing you know, man, I'd have the freakiest dreams. I'm not even kidding. It was like way wild and shit. I had to quit watching TV and shit altogether.
So do you remember like 12, 21, whatever, or 12, 21, 12, when the Mayans, that's when the Mayans calendar predicted, and they said all this shit was going to happen. So I woke up at like 3 o'clock that morning, and the scientific reason why something was going to happen, why they thought it was going to happen, these solar flares were going to hit around the East Coast at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it could trigger earthquakes and cause this and cause that. So I fell asleep listening to this. And I had a dream, basically, that, you know, an earthquake hit this place where I was at, this town I was in. And, like, I saved 2 of my daughters and lost 1. So, like, I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I didn't send the kids to school. I was sitting down there, like,
I wouldn't do that.
Like, I don't know. I'm like, all right, we're waiting for this shit. I'm not losing one of you now. Make sure you grab on if shit goes wrong. They're looking at me like that. Are you all right?
Yeah, I know. That shit's creepy.
Dude, it was so real. Like, you know, like the youngest one that I lost, like, she was hanging onto this arm, and I flung her back up onto the road because we fell in this hole. Well, flung her too far. When I got the other 2 pulled back up, I looked, she was down in the hole like smush. I was like, oh, and then I had to play Mario, jumping from moving ground to moving ground with the other 2. Like,
he's all playing Mario.
You know, it seemed so real. I mean, like, I woke up sweating, ran down. She was, you know, in her bed, like. Oh my God. I canceled a Disney cruise one time because of a bad dream like that.
Jesus.
And it was the same one. It was the youngest one. I lost the youngest kid. The cruise went down and I lost the youngest kid. We didn't go on a Disney cruise.
Yeah,
Kids are real upset about
the
that,
cruise
but I
either.
took them to the theme park and let them do anything they wanted that day. You know, but it
Jessica
wasn't
said she had a
Disney cruise.
dream the other night. She was getting it on with the midget from the Game of Thrones. Did you wake up
Well,
moist?
I mean,
Did you wake
it's
up
your
moist?
dream. Yeah, did you wake up moist?
Oh, that
Everybody hates that word, you know what I mean?
Moist. I don't know if it's the word or, you know, the first time that came out, they had that old lady saying that in that GIF. Is it moist? And it's that old nasty looking lady.
I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen it.
Damn, Mitch said he had a pretty wild dream with Rob and Eric, and Eric said, Mitch, that wasn't a dream.
Oh, that would be extra scary there.
I bet. Yeah, but
That's funny.
I went with my
Jessica, you
nephew to
cracked me
check
up.
out this house tonight that they're thinking about buying. And I guess the people that live there were vloggers, and the shit that they was throwing out, you know, the whole microphone and stuff, they already bent the tripod, so I don't have the tripod it came in. But the microphone and the mixer, I was like, shit, I'm taking this. He said, go ahead,
Deranged.
call it garbage.
Yes, sir, Deranged. This is who it is. Except he says every time they get him, they sell them out right out, so he's got to
Is
order
this
one
the
online.
weed suppository guy?
Yeah,
What is? I
sell
can't.
out,
It's,
and they
it's
don't get them in
awesome
it
that
once
you're
a month.
known for
So
that.
it's going to be a slight delay, but I mean,
Is this the
I get accused of
suppository
doing
guy?
it, just
Are
asking
you
a question
kidding
if
me?
anyone has tried it. So I'm going to try it for you all and let you know how it is.
How does it feel to be known as the suppository guy?
It don't bother me because I'm comfortable with my sexuality.
Now, where
I
does the
know I'm
sexuality
not
got to
gay.
do with
I've never
anything?
did any
Keister and
butt
his
stuff with
keistering.
any guys. I mean, not my thing. Never.
Justin, it's a suppository. It's not as big as banana fingers. I mean, come on.
No,
I mean,
from what I've
Oh
seen,
yeah,
I
he
mean,
just
I
slide
looked
that
them
in there
up.
like nobody's business, huh?
put it on the
I
shelf
looked
in
them up.
there.
They're like the tip of your pinky, but skinnier. I mean, they're not
What's
even
up,
that long,
Dylan?
like that big.
You don't
Jeez,
you
welcome,
don't even
welcome.
want to know. You don't. Justin's been going off about wanting to breed people, and Ken's talking about doing THC suppositories. So yeah, I don't know. I'm
start talking
sorry.
about that if someone asked a question.
You can't say Justice talk about breeding people. I done bred me up some people. I got some people
Well,
to breed.
he
But I
wants to
wanna breed
breed
other
out
people.
2 albinos.
Yep.
He wants to make a super albino person.
Well, yeah, because I don't think anybody's ever bred them back. You know, albinos and albinos, they've had babies, but if they
I'm sure they have. We just
they
don't
never
know about
breed them
it.
back. Well, I want to know if that's where we got those funky blue people from.
I'll be right back.
No, that's they got that.
How
from
do you
something
know they're
else.
not a super? That's an actual visual.
Dylan, I'm with you, but I'm with you.
Exactly.
Yeah, 718. This isn't the regular live stream where we're gonna sit here and just talk about reptiles the whole time. We talk about anything because we just how we are.
This is a family and this is life. We all have different parts of life, and we
It's
all own
a
animals.
place to hang out, have fun. You got questions, we'll answer questions. Hang out. People half the time there's 4 or 5 conversations in the chat. Some
And
of
if
them
you
get
hear us
pretty
say
wild.
something that's totally full of shit, speak out. Call us on it.
Yeah, call us
Ken's
out.
usually full of shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
always full of shit, and I don't mind. I mean, I try to shit every day. Sometimes nothing comes out, but
He said, "I
I
tried."
mean, it
Super
can't be
albino
up to my
people,
eyes
right?
because I got
Right.
blue eyes. So it must be like just the right here because I got
Right,
blue
Royals,
eyes. So
think
if I
about
was
it.
total full of shit, I'd have brown eyes.
I would say all we need to do is find Benji another white albino because he's pretty white.
You think he's
Because he
het?
never goes out in the sun. He never goes out in the sun.
You think he's
And
het?
I think he's het.
He's het.
I think he's het.
Nice.
Like Eric says, coworker just gave him a big bottle of rum. Bottles up.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know where Justin got this.
I
He's
don't
been
drink
on it
much
all
anymore.
night with the albino breeding. So.
Well, I was just thinking the other day, right? Because we were all talking about all the genetics the other day, and I was thinking, well, I mean, because
You
we were all
sure
like,
got you thinking, huh? Is there
well, no, we were
like
all like anything with an albino, anything that produces an albino has a chance to produce anything, other colors, this kind of thing. You breed it out, do this and that, another. So I was thinking, I wonder if somebody's ever tried it. It's like, what the hell? It's like you get a couple.
Well,
you'd have to have
two. You'd have to have two. Mom and dad have to have a copy in each parent because
that's
you
what I'm
can't.
talking
It'd be
about.
recessive.
Then you got to breed them back. Which that's where the funky part's going to be. Hopefully they're not Christian or religious.
Well, that's where the Kentucky and West Virginia come in.
Breed them back. See,
4 penises.
Huh?
They're going to have extra appendages.
Hey, I got no way to get a world's first in this ball python game. All these motherfuckers are way too far ahead than me. But this albino people thing, I still got a chance for a world's first. I'm thinking I do.
You go talk to the Whitakers down in West Virginia. I'm sure they've done it.
Oh, I've watched that whole story. That man, that's a.
And one guy talks talks just like a dog.
Yeah, well, that is his talking. Yeah, he don't.
Yeah,
speak
I mean it's crazy.
Nothing. Yeah, no, they were all inbred. Uncles and aunts and brothers and sisters and shit. And see, now if we could have got some albino in there, we could have found out what's going on here.
The blue people you was mentioning, there's actually a medical condition that caused that. So you can't create that. It's a medical condition. So that theory might be wrong.
Come on, man. These are just theories from a research. These are just theories from a research.
Yeah, theories. All right. I understand theories. All right. Okay. I think that one might be a little off, but
exactly.
There is blue people.
They are made monthly. People don't realize it. They're made all the time. Well, it's crazy. There's people that, I think people jump into it too fast. I got a world's first. It's like, are you sure? You said world's first. There's a whole bunch of world. You don't
technically
even know
I bought a world's first because it's
yes. There's a town that's got nothing but blue people in it, Dominic. It's I don't know. It's something I don't know if it was from silver or what they've ingested.
Yeah, there was. No, it's the iron or something, wasn't it?
Or something like that. Yeah, and it turned them
a lack of iron or
zinc. Zinc. It might be zinc. Yeah, and it turned them blue.
Maybe it was zinc. Yeah. No, there are blue people, or they're somewhat blue.
In Kentucky, there's a town in Kentucky, I believe.
Like Papa Smurf. He had a white beard and all.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, I wonder what Smurfette would look like in real life because I always kind of found her kind of hot as a kid.
You was definitely
think Smurfette was hot when you were a kid?
No.
I mean,
No, I had older brothers. I just snatch a Playboy if I wanted to see something hot. I was never thinking.
I'm not into
I'm talking about 6, 7 years old. I mean, when you first started thinking,
I don't think anything was hot at 6, 7 years old.
Well, I did. I don't know. Inside my mind, I don't know.
Ken, you probably watch anime porn, don't you?
I wanted to do her when I was like 6, 7 years old. I didn't know what that was.
He's one of those guys that talks about his back in the day stories because they're right now stories. He just says they're back in the day because he don't want to be embarrassed. He still wants to bang that bitch to this day.
Yeah, now I want to set her just right on top of it and split her in half. I mean, I want to be brutal with her.
Fucking brutal. All the Smurfs says.
Yeah,
that is funny. Yeah,
right?
She was a worker. That one.
That could be it.
Or they had a lot of butchy looking girls.
No, the blue dude is like blue. I mean, he like dark ass blue. It's crazy.
Yeah,
blue.
Thank you, Jessica. No, I don't have my YouTube open. I'll open it up though.
It's like purple. But it might be silver too. That's ringing a bell now.
No, it's some kind of a mineral that they're lacking or they have too much of or something that causes it. But I can't pinpoint. I can't remember.
There you go, 718. Now you're blue, so just be careful of Ken now that I made you. I smurfed you.
We're already. I already subbed to him, and I'm pretty sure
if you got blonde hair, he's gonna want to get a hold of you.
Yeah, I hope you don't have blonde hair.
Yeah, he's gonna want to get a hold of you, that guy.
I don't know how I'm doing it.
Heather put it out there. The blue people have a genetic trait, whatever, methyglobemia or something, whatever.
But what
that is,
isn't it? Isn't it like a lack of a mineral though, or something that causes it? That's all the fancy.
Google what causes that word.
I think you said it with the first 4 letters is why it says meth.
Yeah.
You know, in the 1920s, you could go to your drugstore and buy meth.
Oh yeah. There's still places overseas that'll give that shit to their workers and shit. It's just like meth. I don't know if it's the exact same thing we have here, but it's the same kind of shit.
Toned down a little bit.
Yeah, they just give it to their factory workers and shit. They're not so soft over there. They'll just dope up their people. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly, Eric. We said that. You're 100% right. A lot of people think they hit a world's first, but it's been made already by these underground breeders that don't do social media.
There's too many people that aren't out forward to say, like, if I ever made a snake, and I don't care if I research that shit for a year, I'd still never say it was world's first, just because there's too much world. There's too much world.
But if you watch a Jay from Prehistoric video egg cutting clutch, every clutch he cuts, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 world's first out of every clutch he cuts.
Well, yeah, but to be fair, he was dealing with shit that nobody else was, though.
He still does it to the day.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, because he's breeding all them world's first.
Yeah, I don't think he's got that many world's first, dude.
Then I dropped my goddamn roach.
I think it's all clickbait.
Well, I think it's another thing. Just because you've never seen it doesn't mean you were the one that made it a world's first. Some people don't care for that title, dude,
Yeah.
She said it affects the way the blood delivers, how the blood delivers oxygen.
Oxygen.
Okay.
That makes sense, because if oxygen don't have blood, it's blue.
Yep. Go vote for Cream de la Cut.
Maybe we was wrong.
What's that for, Bozo? What is it for? What's?
Did we miss something?
Is it for like King of the Hill? 15 minutes of lame.
You see what Lynch said? He said he'd been blue balls a couple times. Maybe he's het for the blue.
Hey, so have you ever, not to change the subject, but has you ever tried Daystream?
You cracked me up with the yins.
We've done some day streams.
I've never seen anybody spell it out before. I didn't even know.
King of the Hill, Regis. All right, there you go. Go vote for Boza on this to help him get King of the Hill. So.
Oh yeah, Boza, you got my vote. I'll go over there and do it. But Thugster was on it today. And what I liked about it over StreamYard is the people up on the panel could see the chat.
On what was it?
Daystream.
Daystream?
Yeah.
Oh no, I thought you meant have we ever done a Daystream? No, I've never used it.
It's called Daystream. It's like StreamYard, but I mean the actual picture quality looked better too. And I was on there with my phone. So it's something, I mean, maybe you guys look into, do a backstage back here and see if you like it or not. But you could actually see the chat if you're.
I can actually see the chat. See?
Yeah. All right. Well, you got a computer. But like for someone that's using their phone, you could see the chat.
When I used to use my phone, I used to have the chat on the side of the deal. I don't know why people don't have the chat.
But okay, like if you're running the screen, yeah, have it.
You can do it.
If your guests don't.
No, when I used.
Oh, right, Dylan. But what he's saying is, once you click it to chat, you don't see yourself in the camera, even though you're there. So a lot of people they kind of freak out over that, But you can put your phone in desktop mode and chat will pop up on the side for you.
All right. Well, then they make it easier. You don't have to switch your phone to desktop or anything. It just does it. And it did look better quality, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you can see Jay just can't comment.
That's the biggest thing with a lot of these things is just like here. It all costs money.
No, it was a free one too. And it was just like StreamYard. There was like 20 free hours a month.
Yeah. No, there's a bunch of them out there. Everything's all different. They'll offer this, that, and another.
I mean, the one that
if you want all the good stuff, it's going to cost you money no matter what.
Looked pretty cool. The picture was clear, but you get 30 hours a month, but it's free. you know, with the free plan, but that damn thing, instead of the duck, that thing's jumping all over the place. It's spinning around. It's kind of distracting, and then you got to still pay to get rid of
what
that.
most people's problems are when they're watching like live streams on YouTube is they don't ever use the settings on their own phone. Like when you go to a live stream, if you click the little dots up in the corner,
you're right, Dylan.
You can change it all the way to 4K that you can watch it in if you change it on your phone.
Right.
Like when you're watching a
anything
YouTube
good in life
video and it
costs
looks
money.
fuzzy, you can change the quality. I don't know if
I
you
don't
know that
look
or
too
not.
bad. I never skip or look fuzzy or blurry. So I never changed anything. I always look pretty decent. I mean, I'm ugly.
Well, unlike him. The fuck is that about?
What the hell?
I was speaking some alien language.
What do you got going on over there with all that noise?
I don't know if you can hear us, Benji, but I deleted you because it's loud. Let me see if it does it again.
You sounded like alien language.
Well, he's got it muted now. I can't unmute him now.
Yeah, sound like a bunch of turkeys.
Yeah.
You got turkeys in his room.
You can't unmute because the guest did it.
He looks puzzled.
Yep, they got his
set up like this too, to where you can only see this much.
He got his phone wiretapped. They can tell his phone's wiretapped in New Zealand.
Yeah. Well, you can move your camera whichever way you want. You know?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, why don't he just focus it down a little bit so we can see him better?
Dylan, is he getting raped by aliens over there?
It sounded like it. Fuck, I wasn't sure what was going on. That's like this thing kills me. I love this the whole view thing. It kills me.
Oh yeah, where you go like super wide.
Go all bubble viewed and shit.
Yeah, it's weird looking though.
It's like, what's up?
That hurts my eyes. Ah.
It's like the walleye vision and shit. Kills me. It's funny.
I think you just made my prescription go up a number.
Good.
Good. That's me.
That was super view. Let's just go to wide.
Why you always gotta be so mean to people?
I got nothing else to do.
Brittany said it was his mic acting up. His mic was acting up in another live yesterday, so it's probably his mic.
I think it's because because it's one of the ones that goes up and down. I think it's shorted out or something because he's the other day he had it up thinking he was muted and it didn't mute him. But it's not doing it this time.
He's good.
Dylan.
Can you hear me?
But he's got his little microphone. Yeah,
I can hear you.
You're all right. It was sounded horrendous the last time you came on. I don't know what the hell was going on.
I've been
it's like you were
fighting with my phone to get on here for the last half an hour. I've been getting almost into the studio, and then I've got fat banana fingers, and like.
Well, thanks. Now you just got Ken all perked up. You got him all fucking smiling and shit.
Every time I touch the screen, I'd touch the wrong button, it'd back me back out. I started screaming and yelling and jumping up and down, and my neighbor could hear me, and he asked me if I was okay.
Your neighbor? You're that close to your neighbor? He came and asked you if he was okay?
I was screaming and yelling.
Banana finger slip in a place it wasn't supposed to go. Calm down.
All right, hold on. I don't want to hear no problems with your phone. Why you can't get on? I don't want to hear none of that shit until you know how to fix it. So until that fixes, you're going to have problems.
All he's got to do is get on his laptop, but now his laptop's got problems. So I'm
just telling you, dude. It's the phone. They get to a point where the software just keeps messing up, dude. You know, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You need to get a hold of Fry so he can send you that tablet or whatever.
He's got a laptop. And if
he was going to send him another one.
Your laptop, take the fan out, clean it, put a little 3-to-1 on it, and throw that sumbitch back in there. I think he's frozen.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think he could pause that long.
Yeah, I guess his neighbor is like right. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird, Dylan. I understand. With the hall pops, all that bullshit. I don't know how he gets away with it. If he did a hall, you ever watched it?
Well,
You know
he
that
says the
if
hall
he did a
pops
hall pop
are
here, he'd be in jail.
well, he says he
people
hits
knocking
the
on his
drums
door in a
first.
minute.
He starts banging on his drums before he
See,
does the
that's
hall
the thing.
pops.
If you do if you were to do that here, you'd have to do it outside. If you done it outside, nobody's gonna care if there's a hall pop. But if you do it inside, then somebody's gonna call the police because it goes on outside all the time. It's just if they hear gunshots in the inside, then you're gonna get people calling the neighbors. What?
I think someone abducted him. Look at him.
I don't know, Jessica. You'd have to look into that. I mean, I heard you cannot send phones.
Yeah.
Or you can't have the batteries. Maybe that's why. And see, with the new
phones, laptop, but now he says that the fan in it's messed up or something in his laptop, and I'm like, well, that's easy to fix. You can take it out and clean it up, put it back in.
You can even just go buy one of them things that sit on it and plug it into USB.
Yeah, the little fan boards or whatever.
Well, I've told him that too, Jessica. But I think the biggest thing I think is there's a lot of porn on there. So I think that's what's causing the problem.
It's full of porn pictures. He said he's full of porn pictures.
Yeah.
Got all them pop-ups coming up.
Yeah, docking station. There you go. That's what you're talking about. Yep, got it, Heather. Depends on the neighbors. Some might call the cops. Others would just show up with bleach and a tarp and some shovels.
Yeah, well, them's your good neighbors. Them's your friend neighbors. It's funny. I remember my last house I lived in. There was always shots around that neighborhood. Cracked me up.
I don't know, Jessica. He was saying different services, different stuff. I don't know.
They jumped out the car and shot down the road and shit, and it was like not a light. Nobody came out. The whole fucking neighborhood. I was like, "What is today coming to? Where somebody could just fire
Cat eyes around
in a decent neighborhood and nobody even looks." You know, it's like it's that common. It cracks me up.
I just think he needs a tablet or a laptop because
if
that
he had
way
a laptop, it would make it so much better for him.
That way he could just use that to stream with and still use his phone for anything else and not have to worry about getting a new phone. You know, if you just and you could get a laptop or whatever, probably for $100. You know what I'm saying? I mean, probably at a pawn shop or something. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I do like the Sin and shit, the camera Sin. I use like a $400 GoPro as a webcam.
He could probably take his laptop to the place that fixes phones there and electronics and just have him hook him right up with it, you know.
Yeah,
you know, and then they could probably just get it all fixed right up so he could use it and probably would be less than buying a new one or a used one.
They'd probably fix it for free because he's going to be eyeballing guitars when he's there, you know. So he'll probably spend some money anyway. So they'll do it for free. Clean out the fan for him. She could probably do it himself with a can of air.
He's not going to sell a guitar. He just bought a new one.
He's done blowing it
he just bought a new amp. He just bought a new amp.
Yeah, new amp. And is buying another one.
What'd you say, Ken?
I said, if you give him a can of that air duster to blow the fan out, he's just going to use the air duster and inhale it and, you know, not even use it to blow the fan out.
Yeah, he'll be huffing, huh?
I mean, the fan could be bad completely. It might, but I mean, that's a simple fix, though. You know what I mean? I mean, fans ain't that much.
It's an electric fan. I mean, they really don't go out. If it's not bubbling and burnt up or something, it's going to work. Just clean it up.
Yep.
Fuck, those things are almost bulletproof if they're clean. You know, it's like, fuck. The only thing that hurts those things is dirt. So
and how do you know it's out? Sometimes they sitting there running as soon as you start them on.
I was going to ask him about all that, but he ain't been on here decent enough to fucking ask him.
I mean, my fans run all the time in my computer, you know, but I mean, you can't hear them. They're so quiet, you know.
Yeah.
I've got like 3 or 4 fans running in there, dude, you know.
Yeah, no, if he manages to come back on, I will ask him, but I don't know. Let me see again. What the fuck did he say? He said something about that goddamn. Because I asked him, I said, "You getting that computer running?" And he said something about it.
He needs to call that girl that he knows that does all that tech stuff and just get it set up for him. You know what I mean? Just for live streaming. You know what I mean? And then not even mess with his phone. And his phone's stuck on desktop mode. He doesn't know how to get out of it.
Yeah, because he said need services. The fan got dust in it and stopped working properly.
I think Benji's just one of them people that just won't buy it, something new, until he absolutely possibly needs it.
Oh well, we know.
Oh, he
that,
said that.
He'll buy shit new. He'll buy shit new, but it has to be a guitar or an amp, something to do with music.
He said on electronics, like phones, he probably wouldn't buy one until that one completely went out, or he couldn't get on no more. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I think it might be to that point. So, you know, I mean, it's coming.
Well,
yeah, I mean, like I said, he could find one cheap though. He don't have to buy a new one. You know, you could go buy a used one.
I'm all the way in New Zealand and shit, but we get fries from Australia that comes right on crystal clear with no problems. So it's like, you know, you can't be saying it's because you're in New Zealand.
No, because we got our guest Fridays, Mike from 21st Century, and he's from the UK. You know what I mean? So
his stuff picks up pretty good. I've been on his live stream walking the streets of London. So
yeah, he take you on the train and then into walking down the streets of London and then into the shop.
Yeah, well, the one tunnel we lose them because it goes underneath the ground. We lose them all the time, but he just gets right back on a couple minutes later.
Well, yeah, but if you're moving, you're always going to have a weird spot for service, you know.
Yeah, that's the only time you lose them, though. That's weird, you know.
That train the whole way, and the only time
or a knife. Blakers is right, or a knife. He does buy a lot of knives.
Yeah, he goes through that tunnel and you lose his reception on that. He's got it all the way. So
yeah, you lose reception up on our passes and shit. When you go over the passes, you lose reception.
But I'm just saying, Mike's reception is pretty good.
It was funny. Trish read a book about Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin. He said the fucking scariest ride he's ever been in his life was they were on a bus going over White Pass here in Washington, because it's like the road is like a 2-lane road. And then it's like, bang, ask Dylan. Dylan will tell you too. It's like, bang, it's just like a fucking 1,000-foot drop or something.
Right.
The whole way up this pass. It's creepy. Most of it doesn't have any guardrails, nothing. It's actually a really creepy ass road if you don't like heights and shit. But yeah, Robert Plant said he'd never been so scared in his whole entire life.
You just watched the documentary that's on Netflix about Leonard Skinner.
Mm-mm.
And they interviewed like the surviving members, and they really... Like, they knew they was getting old. Like, that one, the last guy that was alive just died like 2 days ago. This was done when another guitar was still living.
Yep, Straight Cliff.
Yeah, but they did an interview, and they kind of opened up about that wreck. You know what I mean? Like, what happened, like, exactly. Like,
yeah, I don't even like going over that pass. I live here, and I hate going across that fucking thing. I hate it.
It's just a freak accident. You know.
It's happened to a lot of different bands, though, you know.
Or something went wrong, but they
both say you're right. Or either or needs to have some money. That's what.
Well, same thing with
or work at a computer company.
You know, when Ozzy lost Randy Rhoads, same thing. You know, and then same with Metallica and Cliff. You know, I mean, shit happens, dude. You know, I mean, that's part of the, you know, with these rock bands and shit. You know, that's what happens. You know. Shit happens. No reason, no rhyme, no reason. You know what I mean?
That's why I was talking about that goddamn what's his face bitching about Metallica booting him. It's like, well, why are you bitching? You got a fucking top label rock band. It's like if Metallica would have never booed you, we'd have never had Megadeth. It's like, so why are you bitching so much? You know?
Yeah,
it's
I
like
think Megadeth's better Metallica anyway.
Every time he whines about Metallica kicking him out, it's just like a slap to the face at anybody that likes his music. You know, it's like, what the fuck? You know.
I was never a really big fan of Megadeth until I heard them live, and it's just like their music made more sense to me seeing it live. I mean, seeing them playing it effortlessly, and it's not as loud and as reckless as, you know, the LP version was. It was really good.
No, Megadeth has good. I like Megadeth.
You got your shit together, Benji. He looks all sad. I don't know.
Say something.
Well, I got on here after half an hour trying, and then 2 minutes later, I'm fucking frozen and kicked off again. So, fuck, I just spent the last 5 minutes saying,
You know what you got to do, Benji, right? I know it's going to hurt you, but you got to take off some of them megabytes of porn on your phone. Free up some space, buddy. Free up some space. Free up some space. You can watch that shit for free, Benji. You don't need to keep it on your phone.
It's like that much room in my phone.
Because you have too much porn on it. You can watch that shit for free, Benji. You don't need to store it in your phone. Print it out or something.
Well, that's going to be the problem, though. If he does get his laptop up and running, all of a sudden he'll say, all these damn things are popping up on the screen when I want to open this tab, and I don't know how to get out of it, and it'll be full like 100 pop-ups for porn, dude. That's
probably what's wrong with his laptop and on blue screen.
That's probably what's wrong with it.
Too much porn.
So I went to the bank
Stevens
yesterday.
Yep.
I went to the bank yesterday to do a deposit.
Yeah, I hate
and
that.
I noticed, I noticed that the bank was being held up when I went in there to do this deposit. And I was like, back in the day, we used to hold banks with you know, you'd go in and you'd hold it. But today, we hold up the banks with stupidity. There was a lady, she was standing there holding up the whole... She held up the whole bank for about an hour. There was a big line of people right out on the footpath waiting. And she wasn't holding the bank up with a gun. She was holding it up with pure stupidity. Like...
pure stupidity.
What's this?
Do they have just one teller there or what? I mean, come on.
Two tellers. They had two tellers, but still couldn't keep up because this one lady, she had two tellers looking after her because she was so stupid.
Well, then I would have sent her to one of the managers and had him deal with it while we kept people in and out going.
That's what happened, Chris. They took her out the back. They said, right, that's enough of this, and they took her out the back and gave her a little.
It's never good if they take you out the back. I'm just saying that can't never be good. You know what I mean?
Well, it was good for me because I got to see the teller and do my banking.
You don't have automatic deposits and all that shit?
Yeah, we do, but I like to do my banking manually and get a slip like.
Sounds like a Karen.
Paper that I can. I bought something.
He still likes to bank the old way.
Bought another amp, didn't you?
Chris,
bought another amp.
Why don't you take that computer to where you buy all these guitars and shit and have them fix up that computer for you?
Yeah, get it all up and going for you, dude.
You could take out the fan yourself, blow it out, fucking clean it up, put it back in.
Yeah, I think that fan still works. It's just got a bit of dust in it and it slows down and stops and then it heats the laptop up and then it shuts down.
Go get a can of air.
Don't huff it.
Where's that girl you know? Call that girl you know that works on your phone and have her goddamn work on your computer and get your phone out of desktop mode.
Yeah, computer places will sell canned air that you can blow out your computer with.
Ah, the guy that
Couple
works
bucks.
for me.
Don't huff it. Yeah, don't huff it. You know, Irondogg's huffing his, but
electronic duster.
My computer technician. His name's Blair. He's in a wheelchair. I think.
Well, tell Larry to fix
because he is in a wheelchair. I think because Blair was in a wheelchair, he got like to the point where he was so bored that he just decided, well, fuck it, I might as well learn how to use a computer. And now,
yeah, Benji,
people pay
have her blow
him.
your fan. Tell him, say, I need you to come blow my fan.
Have her blow.
You should be able to do it yourself. You're a grown fucking adult. You should be able to blow out your computer.
Yeah, there you go. Just get some of that air duster stuff and it'll work. It'll clean that fan right out, dude. Do they sell that there or what?
Never ever done that before.
Well, watch a
Yeah,
fucking
take
YouTube
take
video. It's
just
not
take
hard.
I don't know.
just take it in there. Just take it to the shop where they work on stuff, Benji. You know people that where you've had your phone at or whatever. Your neighbor could do it. You said you
see,
deal with
because
your
then he's
neighbor.
gonna then he's gonna come into the problem
Hey,
where the computer
it's
guy's gonna
funny
get
you
into his
say that,
computer and see
Chris.
his porn.
It's funny you say that, Chris, because the guy in the wheelchair who fixes my phone, he actually lives 2 doors down from me. He lives in the same street. He is my neighbor.
Well, there you go.
No,
But
he just don't
yeah,
want to bring his
when I
computer
handed
to nobody, because
Justin's
then they'll see how much porn he's
Justin's
got.
right. When I took my phone in to get the screen fixed, I was like, dude, there's no screen lock on my phone. Please just ignore all the boobs and dick pics. I was like, just don't even worry about that stuff. I wasn't so worried though, because he's paralyzed. He's paralyzed from the waist down, so it wasn't like he was going to take my phone and have a fap.
Well, even then, that doesn't mean he don't enjoy looking at it.
I actually said to him, I said, it's cool. You can have a look. I don't mind.
Benji, it's so the internet. It's so full of free stuff. Why you got to store up why are you clogging up your phone and computer with all that shit?
It's from his girlfriend, Justin.
Because it was from my girlfriend.
Well,
like,
get a zip drive. Save that shit for later, and then don't worry about it. Just get it off your phone. Put it on a little zip drive.
Yes, I was thinking that I need to clear my phone out. How you been, Ken? You're very, very quiet.
I don't know. Just sitting there.
He doesn't like you. Do you notice he was talking the whole time until you came on?
Well, no, I just
Justin,
figure
you know
I'd
why he
get
saves them
time
pictures,
off.
don't you?
Why?
Well,
Because
I
he's
don't wanna be
wanking off to her.
Well, you know he's wanking them, but that's
He's
not the
wanking to
point.
her pictures. She sent them.
Well, he could print a couple of those out or something, Save the video on a zip drive, put it on a DVD. What do they call that? Do
Oh,
they
I
still
bet
call it
I
Bird
bet he's
and a
all kinds of
DVD?
viruses.
Can
No,
you
he's
still,
got a
do
girl.
people still
He's got
burn
a
DVDs and shit, or do they get
Dylan.
any
He's got a
other way
girlfriend that lives in Washington, up by you.
Actually, yeah, right by him more than me. Yeah.
Yep.
Dylan's probably minutes away from your girlfriend.
You should give Dylan the address she lives out. Make sure she's not catfishing you. Make sure it's who she says.
Yeah,
she
he
is.
can go scope it out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure
He might
she's
test
sending
it
the
out
right
for you
pictures.
too.
I've video chatted her at her house heaps of times. I know where she lives. She's real.
She's real.
Yeah.
Benji's all, she's real.
She's real.
You wouldn't even care
Well,
if she
that was
wasn't.
the first thing my mum.
Yeah. Seriously.
That was the first thing my mum said. Is she real?
That's funny. If that's the first question they ask you, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Is she a fucking catfish? Did
That's
she
right.
ask you for money? Did she ask you for money? They said,
Did you
I was
tell
like,
her?
no, she actually. She sends
You know
me
you got
presents.
a fucked up child. You know you got a fucked up childhood when your mom asks you if it's real. Is she real?
It's just that reminds me of the water boy, like mama's being protective, Ben to get all mad to go, she showed me her boobies and I liked them.
And I liked them. And I want to see
them.
him again. I want to see him again, he said.
She was really impressed when I first met her because I guessed her bra size.
Goddamn rookie up there with his GoPro webcam going on.
I don't
what
know
the
why
hell?
won't stay going. No, it's when I use that fucking the mod box that I put on it. I don't know why I don't accept the mod box like that. And it works for a little bit, but not all night. It's just dumb.
Yeah, don't send her money. Hell no. Benji says like she gets on Etsy and sends him stuff like a gem and it's like $100.
Fuck, I remember he was pissed. I remember that one time he was pissed. He's all like, this goddamn thing costs like $1 in China. She spent $100 goddamn dollars and this and that. He was all mad.
That was annoying. That was annoying.
I remember
watching her throw money away on crap. Like there is a lot of shops on Etsy that
I'll be back.
Robbing people.
Right.
It's you know, they'll put stuff on Etsy that they know isn't worth. I bought I had a ring bought for me, a silver ring. I took it to the jeweler. It was purchased in Australia from all Aussie opals, and the bill was like $150 for this ring. I took it to the jeweler because it had a crack forming along the side of it, and I wanted to see if I could get it welded over. Jeweler said it's not even worth fixing. They said
Glad we can make you feel better, Steve.
The materials in the ring were worth about $5 or $10, and it wasn't even worth soldering it back together. And you know, you pay $150, you want something that's worth that money, not something worth $10.
Right. Well, that's
That
today's market.
Yep, you can sell whatever you want on Etsy and get away with it, apparently.
Yep.
Well, true, but I mean, you know, that's when people are ripping other people off, you leave bad reviews, and sooner or later, people ain't going to buy for them, or they're going to change your way. You know what I mean? I mean, unfortunately, you got to go through that sometimes. You know, or change their name. Well, yeah, but I mean.
And I think just wising up in general too, to what things are really worth, and that goes to snakes too, but like reptiles and stuff. But this stone here, if this was on Etsy, it could probably go for up to $100, but wholesale, it's actually only a $10 rock. You know, like I got this off a wholesaler for $10, and I threw it in this net. If I want to put this on Etsy, I could sell it for $100 easy.
Right.
But it's not worth that.
Exactly, Heather.
I guess that's.
We do have guests every once in a while. We do have guests Friday because, you know, Mike's been wanting to be on the show, and he's from UK. He's pretty. I like Mike. He's cool and everything, so he's gonna come on here and hang out with us. So
yeah, he's
probably
very
show off some. He's got a couple genes that, you know, he's got like the berry gene. It's only in UK. It's not here in the United States yet. You know, he's got a lot of it too, dude. You know.
He has.
And he's coming to Tinley in October, and he is going to ship some of the berry gene over here to the United States. So
it's insane.
Have you got a picture of a buried? Have you? Could you find one?
I don't have a picture of him.
No, I don't have one, but I've seen him.
He really don't even post many pictures of them. It's like if you're on a live and
he'll show them to you.
He'll show them to you, but he won't put them out there. Like, I mean, he's smart in a way. You know what I mean? He's creating a market for himself.
Well, not only that, I mean, he's in the UK, so when he's posting on Instagram, he's really not putting them out there because next thing you know, everybody, you don't want 1,000 people for the United States saying, "Hey, what is that? Can you ship it?" You know, and then having to deal with people you don't know. You know, where he just deals with a few people, and if he can get it over here to one of us, then he knows it can be, you know, go from there. You know, plus, you know, shipping on that too. You know, he said he's going to ship some over, but his friend that does shipping has some extra slots open, so that's how he can do it without having to pay a lot of money to get it shipped here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I'd be interested in working with it, but I'm so far down the line, he probably don't have enough. I mean, and it's only right. I mean, he has people he's been talking to. You know, it's not like I'm upset about it. You know what I mean? But
no,
I'm on that list, but I'm so far down, I probably won't get one, but I'll get it sooner or later. It is what it is. But Mike's a good dude. I love that dude.
Yeah, he's cool.
He'll definitely get hot.
And usually it's like 3, 4 a.m. in the morning when he's going to be on our show Friday. And, you know, we're going on at 10 instead of 8. But
Pop-Tart.
Shut your mouth.
And that's still that early for him there, but
I still don't know what's wrong with this fucking thing. It kills me.
At least I'm not the only one having technical difficulties today.
Oh, shut up.
I knew he was going to say something. He better have as much as he ride his butt.
Well, it's usually
Yeah, but-
it's usually just me.
I've never rode up his butt, kid. Those are your desires, not mine.
But to be fair,
Not
Benji,
mine. I didn't
Justin's
say
probably,
ride about not his butt. I said,
you know the
as
difference?
much as you ride his butt.
Justin has like a few different GoPros. He's got laptops, he's got tablets, he's got phones, he's got all kinds of stuff he can just plug something else into and go live with.
He's got all
Yeah.
these phones. And...
Yeah. All that,
Yeah.
all them devices is sucking that internet down. So what's happening?
No, it's the fucking GoPro crap is what it is. There's something with it. Because sometimes when you mess with it, I don't know, it's really weird. It's supposed to connect differently to the computer because of the GoPro thing, and it's not connecting correctly. So it's like I almost need to take out the fucking GoPro shit that's inside of it now and redo it. So I'm using the laptop thing now. Huh. Fucking dumb.
Yeah,
Benji's
some
dumb.
electronics are dumb.
So you need to get that shit fixed for next stream.
I'll do what the fuck I want when I want to do.
Oh, let me
Fuck you, next stream. I'm canceling
actually
anyway. I don't know what
bought-
the fuck you're talking about.
I want to hear it.
Was it such a bad move before this?
I have a confession
made
to
my
make.
night. Hey, you come around as much as you
All right,
want.
Benji, what's your confession?
This is just the
I
beginning.
actually bought 2 amplifiers, not 1. Was
We don't care, Benji. You're so far
No,
gone
I
at
know.
this point, Benji. Nobody gives a shit. You know what I mean?
I know.
We try to help you.
So let me ask you:
refuse our help.
you've got 2 choices. You can either start a band up, or you can start up a music shop. Which one you gonna do? You gonna sell music equipment, or are you gonna start a band up? Because
I would really like to have a guitar shop. I really would.
no, you
That
wouldn't.
Would be
No, you
fucking
wouldn't.
amazing.
You would never
I
sell
know.
one. You'd never sell a
I
guitar.
know that's.
Yeah,
I
that
know.
would be the problem, Benji.
But-
Yeah, exactly.
still
This is what happens.
Right, actually,
It's what you need right here.
that's
You
right.
need a
I wouldn't
babysitter.
sell them. I need to start a guitar library. A library.
This is that mic I got today.
Cool.
Instead of
Long
taking
ass
books
cord.
out of the library, you take guitars out.
No, you wouldn't. Benji, the first
Next
time
up,
somebody scratched that
next
goddamn
thing
guitar,
I got.
you'd be punching them in the face.
You be all
I
whiny
know.
and shit.
You damn mate.
But
Cool.
I thought about that, Chris, and I thought maybe is that a Scarlet Focusrite?
Yeah. I was
I know
given
what
it
that is.
today. They was going to throw it out.
Oh, yeah.
And-
Oh man,
And the
those are
Amish,
good.
the Amish
They're
gave
good.
it to me.
Yeah, no, those are good,
The
man. That's a
Amish
good
gave it to me.
XLR.
They must have had that on their
Interface.
CB, huh?
No, there was a whole setup that like had the stands to it and everything, but they had the stands all broken and stuff. And they was getting ready to take it out of the house. I said, "You're throwing that away." They said, "Yeah, we don't know what
Night,
it is."
Dominic.
I said, "I do. Can I have it?" They said, "Sure." So I took all the electronical stuff and all the cords that went to it. It was like, cool.
She said she's gonna be dreaming of albinos doing porn on an old ass phone with Benji screaming at them.
That's a good night right there. That's a good night.
So what are the capabilities of this thing? I don't even know exactly what it does.
It's called e-waste, Ken.
Okay.
You got Google, don't you?
No, I'm joking.
You got Google?
Yeah.
I'm joking. It's not e-waste.
Yeah,
It is
I'll
e-waste.
check
Just
it out.
Google
It's not e-waste.
the model
It's
number and
useful.
everything, and it'll tell you everything you can do with it.
Actually,
Alright.
YouTube will show you how to use it. YouTube has a bunch of videos on how to use those.
There you go.
All right.
How do you use it?
It's a XL. It's very similar to my my Steinberg. It's got XLR. If you look on the back, flip it around and look on the back, Ken.
Yeah.
Show us the back, please. Just show us the back part. Okay, yep. So there's your USB. There's your USB there.
Ethernet cable.
right there. Yep.
Yeah,
that's
make
not
sure I
it.
grab that thing.
Yeah.
There's
Yep.
there's your two inputs there. Those little.
Well, it's got
Yeah.
one in and out. It's only a single. It's not as good as yours, but
Yeah, this has got 4 channels, but that one there looks like it'll handle a microphone into
and a
your
guitar.
computer.
A mic and a
Yeah.
guitar.
It has a guitar in it.
Guitar.
So
and
now I'm back to
yep.
the other camera. I don't know why it just goes. It's so fucking weird. I don't understand why it does
I don't know.
I don't know how to
See,
play
this-
the guitar, but
This just says instrument in, but you can plug a microphone into that.
all right.
So you can be like Lidka and have like and Patrick from Dragon Soul.
Ken,
and
you
have
can.
like
There's probably a plug on there too to plug like, like
Benji looks
say
real
a set
good
of
doing this
set
one,
of
bro.
headphones or something like that. If you wanted, you know what I'm saying, you can plug them right into there.
Yeah, there's a headphone jack on it too.
Yeah.
This is that mic I got with it.
Oh
those
wow,
are crap.
you got a
It's a pretty
mic
big one.
with it as well, but it's I mean it's
It's
not
a-
a Rode or a Sennheiser, but it'll do the job.
That's Benji's way of
A
saying it's
condenser.
crap.
You got a condenser mic.
So is that good or bad?
like
Because I know nothing about it.
Condensers pick up all the sound in the room, whereas a directional microphone will only pick up what's right in front of it.
All right, so I need one of them little pads that they
No,
had
you
cracked.
need a
and
new
shit.
microphone.
Need a different- I mean, technically,
Well, yeah, because if
technically
you're
that
if you're gonna do a podcast, you're not gonna want a microphone that's gonna pick up every sound in the room.
not ideal.
You're gonna want a
no.
microphone that you're talking directly into.
All right, so what
It's
if
called a
I didn't say it
Directional.
negatively. I said it positive.
Yeah.
Like,
So what if
for
I
real.
go set up in a place to do this, like in a smaller place, like you know what I
You
mean?
probably
use that
you
mic.
probably get an echo
Like
a
though.
little
I mean,
cube.
you might get that echo
Yeah,
from that
quiet.
You'll
room,
just-
though. You.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Use it in
different
a quiet
microphones will
room.
pick up different sounds and shit.
You just have to give it a try, and doing it backstage is probably not going to be. It'll give you somewhat of a deal, but until you go live,
With
then
it,
you really
yeah,
ain't gonna
with it.
know. But you could do a
yeah.
private live with somebody and test it. You know what I mean? Like
Well, just
Yeah.
hook it up and see. You're never gonna know until you just.
Well, I
Ooh,
gotta
a
get a
private
computer to hook it up
live
to.
with Ken.
yeah, like whenever you get the computer and you want to hook it up, do a private live stream, send Benji the link, and go live because
Private
nobody
live.
can see your live. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then
Yeah,
you'll know if you can hear it why it's actually live streaming and not, backstage. Because there's a lot of times you do something backstage and then as soon as you go live is when you hear a problem. You know what I mean?
So if I build something that wraps around that, like them shields that like wrap around a light, like if I take one of those and shorten it and bend it and kind of make it longer so it kind of extends past the
No, it'll
microphone
echo.
and I speak in that
It'll echo.
direction, you think that
It'll
would
echo
help
like-
It'll echo. He says.
it'll
Echo.
echo, huh? All right.
It'll sound like you're talking inside a rubbish bin.
Yeah, that ain't
A
good.
rubbish bin. That's funny.
I was just thinking if I could kind of,
Yeah.
direct the sound into it, it would help, but I could hear why it might echo. That makes sense.
Well, your first, you know what your first problem was, don't you?
Not at all.
You were thinking.
Yeah.
Well,
You were
Steve,
thinking.
people say thinking gets you in trouble, and you know what? No, because I've been thinking a lot lately, and like I think I have a lot of good ideas. Like I got a good path going here, and
Well, the person
What I'm
that's
saying.
thinking about them, they're
Good night,
always good
Heather.
ideas to them. Night, Heather. It's always good ideas to the people that are doing it. Oh, look at Benji got all
So
kind of
one of
fancy
these-
stuff.
you got all
One of
kinds of
these can
toys.
be very useful as well. This is basically just a small mixer,
Yep.
small mixing desk.
Ken finally got a
Very
picture
small.
on his thing.
Is that snake poisonous?
And
Yep,
Is that one of yours?
you hook this up.
Cool,
no,
cool.
it's not poisonous.
You hook
That's
this up.
cutie pie.
Leg has got, and Pat have got one of these similar to this.
All right.
And then you can get you a soundboard, and then you can put all kinds of GIFs and sounds on there.
This is kind of a soundboard. This is kind of what this does.
Right.
It was $109 second hand.
All right.
Which
That's not
is
too
cheap.
bad.
I mean, you could get one for $50.
Huh.
And this is 5
Like I
channels.
want one to play certain sound effects every once in a while. Like go,
yeah, I saw one.
and go.
I saw
I can't play that no more. I got hit on it. I got copyrighted on it Monday. Yep.
Did you really?
What did you get hit on, Chris?
The money song.
No,
So I just muted it. I just muted it during the, you know, so they gave it back, you know, the monetization back. I just had to mute the song. Just muted the song during there. I was like, really?
That is such craziness. I thought you got away with like 8 seconds or something, or so many.
Well, actually, I looked it up. They said they don't have to even give you 1 second. It said people, a lot of people. Yeah. Well, no, it says it's up to the, you know, some people use clips, but they said really, as soon as you play anybody's clip, it's a copyright. So you're not even really allowed to, you know.
Yeah.
Fair use.
But people do it, you know.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But yeah,
What do you
I
mean?
mean, think about it.
You don't know about what?
Because if you look at it's not fair use. It's not fair use. It don't matter.
If you made content, somebody was using your content and making money off of it, wouldn't it piss you off?
Yeah, that's not fair.
Well, yeah. If you, okay, so you're a musician and you're making albums, and somebody's taking your music and they're getting royalties off of it. Okay, well, it's the same thing.
I'm already winning off of what I'm doing, I feel, because I'm learning. Every time I'm on that show, every time I'm on a live, I'm learning something. So if my dumbass does something that someone wants to use, more power to you. I'm not going to copyright anybody.
Well, but see, that's the difference in YouTube. You can list it under common creative or list it under standard. And I don't do common creative because that means anybody can steal any of your videos and use anything they want. And when they do that, they can use snippets, dude, and make you look like a bad guy or a good guy or anything, dude.
All right. So you want to protect your image a little bit. I get it. All right.
Well, exactly. Yeah. If somebody took a little clip of you with your mouth open and clipped in a dildo and said, "This is
why they gotta put a fucking dildo in my mouth?"
Well, I'm just saying it's something that's going to be offensive, and they're running it on their channel as a little gift, saying, "Oh, look at fucking LMK." You're not going to like that.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty comfortable with my sexuality.
Well,
I take it as a joke.
You said that like 6 times. I'm assuming you're just gay, right?
Okay,
no,
so let me ask you this, Ken. So you do a video. Say you do a video
but,
and you get.
I would laugh about something like that. I'm not insecure.
Okay, so
just be open. It's okay, Ken. Just be open.
So you do a video and you get 500 views, Ken. Ken, let me explain to you. You do a video and get 500 views, say. Somebody takes your video and steals it and posts it, and they get 2 million views, and they get paid for that video. Does that piss you off? Because they stole it from you?
He says no now because he's never done
it. It does, because guess how much money they just made off of something that should have been yours and you have the rights to.
I get all that. I do. I really do. I mean,
Benji, that's it.
Yeah, because you go, why didn't mine get 2 million views?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It would have if you would have let them steal it. You see what I'm saying?
About that. So you're not. If you're going to make money and you're going to steal my shit, and make money, then you're giving me some of it for one. But
no, they don't have to though. If you're
they don't have to. If you have it under common creatives, they don't have to.
How do you got to list your videos? Because I'm going to change it.
Standard. You want a standard YouTube license?
Okay. All right.
Standard. It should be it should be set. I think default set, but I'm not sure if it is or not.
Yeah, if you look up on YouTube and you look up Creative Commons videos, you can clip the shit out of any one of those and put it out as your own.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean a creative
Well, I don't want to
license?
do that.
Creative Commons, yes.
Why would I want to do that? Why would anyone want to do that?
That's one of the, that's that I actually when I first started YouTube, that was I made a couple fight videos. That was the first strike I got on YouTube, was when I made a compilation video of a bunch of fights, because I took all these knockouts and put them together, and the video started to go viral, and I got a strike because it was too violent, they said, because I put too much violence into one video or whatever. But yeah,
Oh my God.
because I was watching all these YouTubers, and they're all like, yeah, you can make a living off of YouTube without even making your own videos. And they're all like, all you got to do is go to Creative Commons. These videos are there for you to use. You can put them together however you want and make your own videos.
That's crazy.
See, under your video, look under your video details, you know, it goes down from, you know, the tags and all that.
Yeah, that shit's way too small.
Well, right here it says license, standard YouTube license. If you got an arrow, it says common creative. You don't want to ever click common creative. You want to leave it standard.
All right. Okay. I'm getting schooled on YouTube.
Now, like people's videos you can use that are common creative, Joe Rogan, you know, Andrew Tate, then people don't care. Because like Andrew Tate makes money if you post his videos and tags him in it, dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
So and you know,
I guess if you become like, you know, doing it like they are, like Pat McAfee or something, like, so you
Ryan
just want to click
Upchurch,
it.
any of them, you know. No, you don't have to. They're just saying, like, they don't give strikes. They give people free. There's one person said you can use my shit, and if they say anything,
that McDonald guy.
Yeah, Tom McDonald. He says you can use any of my shit.
He made a video that states that you could use any of his shit, and if they give you any shit, give them this video. That's what he made.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Because if you look on YouTube, how many people got clips of Joe Rogan videos all over? A lot of people do. There's channels that are about Joe Rogan. Just second, third people got thousands, hundreds of thousands of subscribers to them.
And it works the other way around too. There's a lot of YouTube creators that'll use like a little jingle, and there's creators that have had 400 or 500 videos demonetized because they had some fucking 2-second jingle in their intro.
Huh.
That they were making money off of, for, you know, all of a sudden out of nowhere. Because that's the thing. Like, if you own music, like if I own this, right, and then I die, and like my kids get it, and my kids are, and I okayed you to use it, and my kids are like, no, I don't want people to use it anymore, they can stop it, and then any video you have can get a copyright.
Right.
It's just insane. That's why I don't. That's like YouTube now. Oh, if you do this and this and this, you can use this music. I'll never use that music, because if there's ever any, you know, discrepancy on what they do, or they stop doing it for some reason, then you got all these videos.
No, when you sign it, they take part of that money, and they give it to them automatically. So that's how they're getting away with it. You're giving half or 30 or whatever percent to the artist. You're splitting that with the artist.
Yeah, I don't use any of the music that's just in the YouTube studio, the basic music that was there. I've used some of that, but any of this new shit that you got okay to use and all that, I don't use any of it. Fuck all that.
I mean, I think I could find enough music and the free stuff to post enough shorts for 20 years.
I don't know. A lot of people say, especially like with what videos being Justin did, they don't like the music in them at all. They don't want no music in them.
And you got to be careful, Ken, because even if you're in the YouTube studios and it's free, there's certain ones that you have to put there. You have to give them credit in your description.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
See, when you're in YouTube studios, there's a little deal off to the side, and it'll tell you if you have to. You can use it. But if you use the ones you're supposed to put, they'll give you a little thing to copy and paste into your description, and it gives them credit for the music. And if you don't do that, you can get a copyright. So you got to be careful, even in the free stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I've never seen anything like that. So I don't know.
Well, you can dream about it all you want, boy. I'm telling you,
making videos is the easy part. Making videos is the easy part. Learning everything else about YouTube so you can keep making videos.
Yeah, the rules
is the hard part.
Yep.
You know, because they can give you strikes, they can delete your channel. You know, you got to follow certain things, dude. If you don't know these things, you'll never get monetized
Right.
either. You know
Yeah,
what I
It's
mean?
like I got hard drives full of videos. Like if anybody ever says that I don't own one of my videos, I have 98% of every video I've ever made from the start on a external hard drive saved. So it's like
Right.
if somebody ever argued about who owns what, I still have the original footage of 98% of my videos. Most people don't. Most people make videos and then they delete them. It's like,
right.
you know, but I'm in this for real. I'm not in this for short term. I'm not in this for kicks. I'm in this for real. You know, if somebody says, hey, that's not your video. No, it's my video and I have the original footage, you know. So what are they going to, they can't fuck with me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like my logo is fully drawn by myself. It's all, everything on my logo is mine. There's no images or anything on there. I mean, if you take an image and put it on a logo that you find offline, you can get a copyright.
Unless you change so many points of it. You got to change so many points of it.
And especially now when you're not monetized, you really have to think about this, because anything that you do now, they're not going to notify you because they don't give a fuck. As soon as you get monetized, that's when you get all the strikes and all these notifications, because before you're making any money, they don't care what you're doing. But as soon as you're making money and then you're using somebody else's shit, that's when all the copyrights and all the bullshit comes out.
But you can still get a strike right now, though.
Yeah, you can still get a strike now. Yep, you can still get a strike, even though you're not monetized. But yeah, no, it's brutal. It's brutal.
Don't be putting shorts up of the Super Bowl. That'll get you a strike real quick.
He was live. He showed it live.
Oh yeah,
he was live. Yeah, and then he showed the fucking Super Bowl. The one fucking thing you should probably never ever bootleg is the Super Bowl, and he did.
I don't know. I just do my snakes and be talking about my snakes. I mean, I don't even show. I have one live feeding video.
Right.
But
yeah, but none of that is no big deal. I don't care what you do, live feeding, not, or this, that, and another, whatever your niche is, just make sure what you do is yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't use other people's videos or music or bullshit to, like, you know, I mean, even like when they could come after Derek and Deranged and shit, Nerd used their videos. They got copyright infringement things in their deal. They filed for copyright. It's too big a channel, so I'm sure they just gave them their warning. But I mean, it's like, you know, you always use your own shit so you don't have to have any discrepancies later on if you're serious about YouTube.
Justin, you always give me something to fucking think about. You can't just let it go.
I'm a thinker, dude. Yeah, but you got to protect yourself. I mean,
but it's always something good. I'm not saying it's bad, but you always
no, it could be bad.
More to worry about. But it's good.
Yeah, but these are things you need to know. That's why I'm here.
I appreciate it.
But this is why I'm here. I help people get through the YouTube side of it. When I started, he was the reptile guy. I was the YouTube guy. That's how we got through.
I just want to be a reptile guy and do my own thing. I don't really care about being a YouTube personality. Now I do.
Yeah, but if you put the wrong shit on YouTube, you can get in trouble. Do you know if you make a video that they think is kid content, you can get a $43,000 fine?
I always put out not suitable for kids.
Yeah, but it's not your decision. It's their decision on if they think it is. And it's not even YouTube. It's a whole organization called COPA. It's the Children's Online Privacy Act. If they see your video and they think it's directed towards children, they'll fine you $43,000. Has nothing to do with YouTube. Did you know that? Any YouTuber should know that. Any YouTuber, because that's like me. When I first heard about that, I was down probably $5,000 in this whole thing. And I'm like, now I can get fined for $43,000. I was scared. I almost quit being a YouTuber.
Like, then that company's not really doing its job.
No, no, that company is. They fined YouTube $190 million.
Yeah.
Or $190 million.
And so YouTube said now they said after that, they fined YouTube, and then after that, they said YouTube said next time it goes on the creators, not us.
They gave all of us notice, and they made us go through all of our videos. They made us give us a chance to go through it, and that's like people now. Like if they'll show like their son in the video, and they're like, "Why didn't my video get monetized? Because you had a child in the video. It's against the YouTube policy." you know, and then they're wondering why they're not monetized. But that's the thing.
Or you can't have comments on your videos because of it, you know, too, you know.
There's a lot of shit to YouTube. If you're serious about YouTube, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, even at the least, say you don't want to be a YouTuber and you're not here to make money, but you still want to put out content. There's things you need to know because it could cost you a lot. I mean, $43,000 to me, that would cripple, you know, my finances. Just saying.
Yeah. I don't think there's a normal person in America today, anyways, that wouldn't cripple.
Yeah, but when you sign these OKs to be on YouTube and to do this shit, that's your contract. YouTube is your boss, basically, and there's a set of rules like any other place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Technically, my boss is Google. Believe it or not.
And you know, there's some people that don't care about YouTube, but then there's people say, well, I just want to make videos. Well, I don't believe that, because if you just want to make videos, you wouldn't be wanting to keep grabbing all them subscribers and hitting that 1,000 mark, because you know what happens after 1,000, you get watch hours, you get monetized. See what I'm saying?
I need to watch it go up. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit there and not say that, you know, I don't ever ask.
But if you can get subscribers and the watch time, you're going to get monetized, right?
Well, I guess. I mean,
well, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
Then you got to think about it like this. Let's say you have your animals, right, and you do your podcast. Let's say you get monetized on YouTube, and you end up with, like, let's say $100 a month. That $100 a month would pay for your internet bill, or some rat food, or some this or some that. Why not use what you're doing anyway, and you're putting effort into it? Why not eventually at least shoot for it paying for itself?
I mean,
if you're not at least doing that, what are you here for? It makes no sense.
To document, like, my snakes, like, so when I go to sell these things, like,
if you were only documenting your snakes, you wouldn't be on a live stream.
Well, I want to learn too.
Right, but what I'm saying is, why wouldn't you? Because YouTube, if you don't, YouTube would say, I don't care, Ken, I would hope you don't get monetized, because I'm going to still put ads on your videos. I'm still going to make a ton of money off you. So why not you make a little bit of money, at least pay your internet bill or feed your snakes or whatever, dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless you're just rich for $100, like 10 cents. You know what I'm saying?
$100 is a decent amount of money to me. I mean,
I'm just saying. I mean, somebody gives you a super chat of $50 or $100, dude. You get a couple of them a month. I mean, that's nice little extra money for your reptiles. Maybe save up enough money to buy you a new snake one day. You know, whatever. You know, incubator or thermostat or whatever. You know.
I already said that, like, any money I get, like, through super chats or whatever, is getting put into the snakes. Like, you know, better equipment to, you know, upgrade.
All right. That's the whole point.
Look, so you already got expectations of making money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I put a little thought into it of what I would do if I would.
That's how it works. That's the American way, Ken.
That's
what I was trying to say the other night. People are saying, oh, people should be doing this on YouTube. That's what YouTube's for, is a beginner to grow. That's what this place is for. That's why you start making videos, this and that. There's no limit on when you start a video. Oh, you got to have this much experiments to do this. No, you got to have this much experiments to be on, or this much experience to be on, like, TV or something. This is YouTube. You can come on here with no experience, no background, no nothing, and make a living.
I never really looked.
You don't need an education. You don't need shit. You can make money on here if you put your mind to it. What?
I mean, if I take it more serious, there's a lot of things that I could be more serious about. And
well, yeah, but even like your live stream. Okay, even like your live stream. Let's say you start doing live streams with BPL, and then you start running out of StreamYard time. What are you gonna do? Then you're gonna have to pay that $20 or whatever. Yeah. So why not? So why not shoot for YouTube to pay for that for you? Because you're on YouTube. Right. So they're making money off of it. Why shouldn't you at least shoot for it to pay for itself, you know?
I stopped doing afters parties, like, so I had extra hours to go on with BPL.
What do you mean, like, after parties? Oh, you mean,
yeah. Tuesdays, so like 1, maybe 2 o'clock. But now I just get off after an hour and save the time.
Yeah, we went through all that shit, and then
Venom Wonderful.
He's not paying for any services now because he's broke. But what the fuck? But
That's
yeah,
why
no.
we're talking about that other format, because it was actually nice. So now if you overshoot on StreamYard, you can go back to it.
Well, I mean, yeah, you could rock different free platforms. Yeah.
I mean, I'm all about free right now.
What's
I'm
it
all
called?
about
Daystream? I'll have to check it out. I have to look into it. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Daystream?
Yeah,
DAYSTREM?
something like that. I could go back at Constrictorz thing and look to make sure. I mean, let me go get my other phone and look to be sure.
Or
See,
is it
now, if you're
Daystar?
sitting there and you have another phone, why don't you have it turned off so you can read the chat?
Might have been Gay Star. Daystar? It sounds like something from a Blade movie.
I think somebody dropped him when he was little a little bit.
I don't think that's what it's called.
It's something stream. I thought it was Daystream. Give him that.
See, now, if you have that other device, why wouldn't you have it on the YouTube so you could read the chat?
Because it's almost dead.
Oh.
I could have
we got
charged it
Benji's
though.
excuses. Yeah, you can't plug it in?
And I'm just, I was laying in bed almost sleeping, and the guy said, "Hey, I sent you the thing. It's gonna die. I'm not gonna get there. It's at 2%. Hold on."
Hold on.
Oh, he's
You can't
going
hold on
for the
all night. Jesus
charger.
Christ here. Pipe down, Benji. You look like the pervert guy on South Park. Or on, what is it? Is it Family Guy?
I do. Look, I need some real glasses. I gotta go and buy a pair. I found these laying on the ground at the shopping centres.
Don't you?
They
Well, you
work,
just
though.
said
I
you
can
said you bought
read.
that thing at a thrift store, so you got thrift stores there. Why don't you just get you some stuff at the thrift store?
Of course it died, so I'm going to back out and I'll come back in. I want to go make sure what it is, so I'll give you the right information.
All right. Sure, it wasn't like
Jesus.
Red Stream or something.
It might have started
Did
with an
Ken
R.
just
Hold
say
on.
he's gonna back?
It might have started with an R. Hold on.
Did Ken just say he was backing out, backing up, backing up?
Yeah, you know how Ken is. He likes
I can
backing
still
in and
hear
backing
you.
up. We
Yeah, I
don't
can
care.
still hear you.
We're live to the world. It's not like we're trying to hide what we're saying, Ken.
I thought, like it
We're
would
live
go
to the
off.
world here. He's like, I can still hear you, He sounded like he was 12. I want to tell Mom.
I want to, I want to. All right, is this it? Restream, RESTREM, Restream or Restream.
Well, that's a
You was way fucking off.
bloody
Yeah,
hell
Restream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Restream, Restream.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Confused.
I've heard it before,
I'm telling you, it was actually really good. If you go back and look at Snugster's video, since Tim's got other things today that was streamed 6 hours ago,
Restream.
you could see the quality difference between me now and me then. I think it looked better on Restream.
All right, for
I don't think any stream is going to be making that
Probably
much.
goes through a filter.
Probably not.
for $16 a month, you get for the standard, not the free, but you get 2 total members or seats for your team. Add your logo, custom branding. You get they won't put their branding on there. No streaming limits, multi-stream 5 channels, unlock custom RTM, 10 on-screen participants, stream on guest channel, recording 6-hour stream. See, that's what I've noticed. Like that one Kurt's using, it's only allows you to stream for 2 hours. See, this one says 6. StreamYard doesn't have a limit on how long you stream for, dude.
Well, at least 6 is still good, though.
Oh, yeah. And then if you do the 41 a month, it goes to 10 hours a stream.
Doesn't StreamYard have a 12-hour limit? 12 hours.
YouTube has a 12-hour limit.
Doesn't get.
Yeah,
YouTube
YouTube
has a 12-hour.
YouTube. Okay.
But I mean,
But StreamYard
well,
works
19 a
on
month, I'm
YouTube,
sorry.
so technically
It doesn't matter. It's just an app.
those same
YouTube doesn't let you do. It won't give you no watch hours after 12 hours. I know that.
Right. So you can do a longer stream than 24 hours, but after 12 hours, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Here's my pain in the ass cat. He's badass though.
I don't like
He's
cats.
got some big claws. I never really liked cats either.
What's
No, I
until
got
very
four
little
cats, man. I
bastard
love
stuff.
cats. They're all right.
I just
I don't know,
never really
maybe-
liked cats.
Maybe I'll check it out and see what it's like
What-
over
I'd
the
like to
weekend
get
or
one
something.
of those Mancoons, man. Those things are awesome.
Awesome price tag too on them damn things.
Yeah.
What's
Well,
that?
J&G say 1,500 or
What's that cat
2,500. He said something like
Yeah.
that.
Crazy.
For nice ones, yeah.
What's
That's
his name,
them, like,
Ken?
taller, skinny
No,
cats
they're
that look like
they're like a big cat. They're furrier, but they don't quit growing until they're like 5-6 years old. They
I
get
don't know,
huge.
them cats, on shorts and stuff that like they're real tall and they look like a lynx. Sort
Oh,
of.
that's like savannas.
Those are like
Those are like
that,
savannas and servals and stuff like that.
Yeah. Them things are
What
wicked.
did you call your cat, Ken?
I called him Goldie. I thought he was a girl, but now he's a boy.
Goldie.
I have a
Goldie.
little rat that's golden color. I call him Golden Balls.
Well, it's the perfect name for him because he must have part bobcat in him because his eyes glow gold at night. And that's a sign that there's like the bobcat gene in it.
Oh, see, look, he's fucking with genetics with the cats, and people over here fucking with me about albinos.
I didn't do it. I got this cat for free off the Amish dude down the road that says free cats every once in a while.
From the Amish dude down the road that
Yeah.
says free cats.
I had an orange cat once, and I called him Rusty, and then he got into some green and yellow, some green and red paint. Rusty got into the green and red paint; it all stuck to him, and so I called him Ruster because he was orange, green, and red, and then all the shit stuck to the paint, and so I ended up finally calling him Krusty.
Crusty.
Laker said he has 9 cats, all fixed and outside.
Oh.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting hungry, and it's 10:30 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about that time.
He ran away.
I'm tired of Benji stinking
I
up the
had
internet
6
anyway.
dogs, and he ran away. God,
Later.
stinky. Let's go.
Restream. Sorry.
Get some
Restream.
food.
That's way different than day stream. I think you've been doing
Yeah, I
some
was gonna
day
say,
drinking.
Daystream and Restream, that's pretty far apart.
I think you were doing day drinking, is what I think it was.
They
I don't
drink,
drink.
he said.
I mean, I drink a lot of pop. I mean, maybe I got too jacked up on Mountain Dew today.
Maybe. Well, yeah, hell, Friday will be on Justin's channel, be 10 p.m. Central Standard Time with 21 Century. So till then,
I'll do that tonight. I'll get a thumbnail whipped up and schedule that live.
cool. Sounds good.
All right, everybody. Until next time, take care and stay wild. Benji,
Peace.
stay away from the wieners. Later, everybody.